We'll get started here on Husky Sports Friday. It's Pat Dolan here from the St. Cloud State baseball team. Now, Coach, you were in Missouri over the last few games. Talk about that. You were absolutely dominating, and in the first games, the Hoffman brother, or Zach Hoffman, had one heck of a series too.
Actually, it was a nice trip. We actually made it a little bit farther down, 2 weekends in a row down in Arkansas. Missouri's fields weren't quite ready, so Missouri S&T, they were willing to drive down a little bit farther. But, yeah, 4 great games, and both of the Hoffmans. We got number 33, Zach Hoffman, number 36, Zach Hoffman, and number 33 really had a special one. I tell you, he had 8 hits in a row at one point, and I think he ended up with double-digit hits and really did a great job for us all the way through. And Zach Hoffman, number 36 from Shakopee, I tell you, we moved him over to second base, and he really impressed me there. That's been a spot that we've kind of been moving a couple kids around at, and I think both of those guys are going to take care of that right side of the infield. They're both looking real good.
And Zach Hoffman and Chris Kubitz were honored as NSIC Players of the Week. It's kind of nice that players are getting recognized early. I know you had you have a nice early season now, and you're playing games on the road, and it's nice to get players rewarded for their efforts.
Well, it is. We're not really about the individual accomplishments, but at any time you're happy for players, and Kubitz just threw a heck of a game, and Kyle Fisher could have probably got co-MVP or Player of the Week. He threw a heck of a game too the day after, but Kubitz was just lights out. He threw 110 pitches, which we've told him that he's a senior. We want him to kind of step his game up where he can throw extended innings and extended pitches, and he's always kind of been a guy that's been throwing a little relief for us here, a little relief here, starting there, but he's going to be in a starter role for us, and he looked about as good as I've ever seen a pitcher for the Huskies pitch in my 7 years. That game, I mean, he was in complete control and really threw a heck of a ball game for 7 innings.
Well, road life for your team for the first 20 games, it seems, and now you're going to hit the road down to Arizona for the Tucson Invitational. You're going to see some California. You're going to see California State, which will be nice non-conference teams, but you'll also see some conference opponents, which will kind of be nice to get a little double dip of both of the action.
I don't think anybody's going to be complaining about spending 9-10 days in Arizona, and I know you're coming down with us to get all the games broadcasted. I know that's great for all of our fans and alums and parents and family members and supporters and all that aren't going to be able to come down for that 80 and sunny degree weather. The extended forecast in Tucson looks pretty dang good, and we're really excited about it. Getting games in, and everybody's kind of road warriors in the Midwest. The problem this year is when we get back from Arizona, trying to get some games in, but we'll worry about that after we get done with the great spring trip down in Tucson.
And, yeah, you'll have to all of a sudden play Winona on March 22nd, and hopefully the fields are warmed up or clear of snow. Is there any possibility on where those games would be possibly relocated now that the Metrodome is basically gone?
It's going to be kind of a struggle doing that, but Kyle Polk has already talked to me, and they're his home games, and he's already, ahead of the storm, so to speak, and we have games scheduled for Augustana's turf field. We're moving the games up. I think there's 6 other Northern Sun teams that are going to be down in Augie's turf field that weekend. And the weekend after that against Concordia, it's March 29th, 30th. We're going to be probably playing at Minnetonka's turf field. And I think that's probably our only real options, probably till about the mid part of April, the way things are going right now. But, Minnetonka's field, St. John's has got a turf field. I know they've got a lot of games going on there. We might be able to get over there a little bit, and we'll make the most of it. But I think one thing that we've shown in my 7 years here, and a special thanks to Heather Weems and before her Morris Kurtz, is they let our teams go in a little bit early and play games. And when we have a team GPA of 3.1 and 80% of our guys are over a 3.0 GPA, it makes it a little bit easier for us to ask to leave a day earlier to do this. But the whole Metrodome being down, it's really put a wrinkle in a lot of team schedules. But it's going to be nice to get out of here for a good 8-10 days when the kids don't have spring break and really have a good trip. And we'll make the most of it with this Minnesota weather when we get back.
And your Stars of Tomorrow Baseball Academy, you got a couple more of those sessions in March. Talk about how the youth kids can get involved into that.
Yeah, I really appreciate Declan. You guys supporting that and promoting that with us in the area. Radio stations around here and the media, and we've really just done a great job this past year. The Sandlot Series, we just started Monday night here. It's our last Sandlot Series for 6th graders and below. We still have some room. We're almost filled up with that, but we also have a spring training more of a fundamental skill development session. That's for all the kids, 8th graders and below, and that starts Monday, March 17th, and it runs all the way through April 7th. And the other big thing, Ron Sebring and his staff, they're going to open up the Husky Dome next week when basically school's not in session, and we're going to have the Husky Dome. We'll be down in sunny Phoenix, but I got a couple of guys here running it. But it's just kind of an open dome, open gym type of setting where high school kids or younger kids can come on in and get their throwing, their hitting, their ground ball work in and all that stuff. High school baseball is right around the corner, March 17th, so it gives those kids, area kids, 4 or 5 days where they can come on in and get a lot of throwing. If anybody's interested in that, they can just give me a call on my cell phone at 333-3336, or just go right to our Stars baseball camp, www, and then Stars Baseball Camp. Stars with the starsbaseballcamp.com, and they can register online too. So appreciate all the help, and looking forward to having you join the Huskies down in Tucson next week.
Yeah, let's get to warm weather, Coach.
All right.
All right, thanks, Coach. That does it for me.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll see you later, Coach. Thank you very much.